Hello Gemini, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, my friends. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you. Look, I've got a couple of decks here. We're going to use the Kipper and the Lenormand this week, and we're going to find out, throw some tarot at it and find out what's coming up for you in the week ahead. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Thanks so much for clicking here. If you would like to stay, there is a subscription button in the bottom right-hand corner if you're interested in that. Thanks for building this Gemini tribe by your thumbs up. That's exactly how you build the Gemini tribe, by being in the comments, and your thumbs up do matter to the algo. So thanks for doing that, the algorithm. All right, we're going to pull some Kippers first. Let's find out what's going on for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Gemini, you already know that if you've been here before, that my readings are always for the week ahead. And if you are somebody who's been here before, you'll know that. And so this reading is no different for the week ahead, whether you get it today, tomorrow, or next year. If you are a person who is viewing this reading today, then it is for the end of September, last day of September, and the next few days of the first week of October, which is going to take us into the eclipse. All right, so we got the family room here. Something going on in the family. Tell me more about Gemini, please. Tell me more about Gemini. Okay, one more. One more for Gemini, please. There we go. Bottom of the deck, we have the, what is that called? Sarcophagus is what it's called. It's where the Egyptians would lay their family to rest. I feel like somebody feels like something is going on within the home here. If it is somebody that you've lost from your family, I'm sorry. I'm not telling you, I'm not projecting that. I'm not going to say that you're losing anyone from your family. This would have already happened. We do have the Nine of Pentacles in the bottom right-hand corner. I feel like it's like you're the executor of the will, if that's what happened. That's if it's like you're negotiating the home or the family home, because the Nine of Pentacles is about confidence. It's about somebody who's knows about money and somebody who's in business or something like that. I feel like the Eight is telling me, because the Eights are about the self, that we are talking about you. Feels like you, in the future here, you might be asked to be the executor to someone's will or something like that. We do have change in the community. Very interesting. The Lovers. We do have the dice. We have the polar bear. And we do have the child here, card number 13. It feels like somebody is going through a lot of change in the community. I think people look up to you, Gemini, as the leader of some type of community. Maybe you live in that community. Maybe it's that whenever people are having a hard time or carrying a lot of burdens, it feels like they come to you, that you're the trailblazer. Like the polar bears, right? The polar bears are the ones that, they blaze trail for the younger or smaller animals, right? They'll walk through, and of course they move the snow around, and then the animals can follow in their footsteps. But it feels like with the Ten of Wands in the bottom right-hand corner here, that people come to you when it's really, they're having a really hard time. It almost feels like you're some sort of a community leader or a supervisor where you work or something like that. We've got card number 39, which is a 12. We've got 3 9s here. We've got 9, 39, and we got 39, 39. We've got some synchronicities going on here. That could be an angel number for somebody, but we do have 12, 12 actually, because 39 breaks down to a 12. We also have 15s right here. 15 is the number of the devil in the tarot, but also 1 and 5 is 6, so it can be the Lovers as well. So it does feel like there is some sort of brand new love that's on the horizon for you here, I would say, Gemini. Or this is a love that you've just come to know. It's somebody maybe that you've just met, because the child is about things that are brand new. But we've got card number 13 here, and 13s are all about things that that transition or things that come to an end so something else can begin. For some of you, maybe you have ended some sort of a relationship with somebody here with the Lovers. We do have 6s, right? We have 6s as well. You could be seeing 6s. Let's take a look at tarot find out what else is coming up for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Gemini. So I feel like you are supposed to let go of control of something. It feels like when you let go of control, people see you as the leader. It feels like somebody here needs to let go of control of the ending of something, a relationship. Because things are changing the way they're supposed to change. It's the roll of the dice, essentially. We do have card number 9, which tells me that somebody here has been in deep thought or has gotten some wisdom over a situation. Tell me more about Gemini, please. All right. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. And we have the High Priestess. One more. All right. Bottom of the deck, we have the Sun. Oh, okay, I've got 4. All right, then. So I want to say that it does feel like somebody here is worried about a friend or worried about work, worried about whatever it is you do for a living, worried about being seen, because the 3 of Pentacles can be like your work is on display. Other people are seeing what you do for work, and maybe that's a little bit worrisome for you. You could be somebody who is a tarot reader, somebody who is in the esoterics, somebody who is quite psychic, intuitive, somebody who uses their life to better the lives of others. The High Priestess is Piscean energy. This is someone who's actually quite psychic, if you didn't know it. The Sun is here, so you can have a clear vision and view of what's going on here. We do have the Hanged Man, and that is perspective. It feels like with the 4 of Cups here that you're trying to get some type of stability, because there is something that is out of sorts here. Look, when we roll the dice, we take a risk with change. And so it feels like you've gotten some sort of perspective and you're taking a risk with some sort of changing something up. It feels like you feel confident enough to do that because you are the leader of some type of community here. We do have the 6 of Wands. The Knight of Swords is in the reverse, which is interesting. When the Knight of Swords is in the reverse, we're slowing things down. I don't know what to say. I'm not sure how to say it, but I do want the victory. We do have the High Priestess. It's like somebody is trying to trust the inner self, trying to trust their intuition or their psychic energy to make some sort of decision about what to say. Because it feels like there's been an ending. We've got the 9 of Swords and the Knight of Swords. It feels like there's been like an ending with either an employer. It could be a job that is ending or has ended or will end in the week ahead. I'm not saying you're going to lose your job, but for some of you, you would already be feeling this energy. The High Priestess also has a knowing. Like it's almost like you know that something is up, that you've been feeling worried that something is up. I feel like the Sun is sort of giving you some sort of clarity in your psychic energy, Gemini, that you know something is up here. Something that I feel that you're worrying about. It might be that you're beginning to worry that some sort of change is coming. Change where somebody's like taking a risk with your life or your livelihood or taking some sort of a risk with their business that is going to impact you or involve you. Tell me about the Hanged Man and the 4 of Cups here. Feels like there's a perspective here. Somebody is looking at the 3 of Cups, doesn't notice the Ace of Cups. It does feel like, oh, maybe that's why there's change. Because it looks like somebody's moving, like moving from the community. So we can see those pictures, right? It looks like somebody's packing the car and ready to go. Could be leaving the community here. But it looks like here that there is... somebody is sort of, the 4 of Cups to me, this particular depiction makes me think of somebody thinking about old times, about the happiness that we used to have and we no longer have that happiness. It feels like somebody here is holding back, thinking about it, getting a perspective on something that's that's happened, something that's gone down. Tell me more about Gemini. We've got the Hierophant. We've got the Chariot. But the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, in fact, I think you're confident that something is changing, something's going down here. And I feel like you already know about it. I feel like you're really, really sure that there is something that is changing here. But it's worrisome. It's worrisome because it's going to affect the way you work, the way people see you, a group of people that you work with. It feels like it's a group of people that you work with that you get reciprocity from. Something is coming quickly here, but it's unclear about how to handle it or what to say or how do I say it. I need to get a perspective here. I think with the Hierophant here, you're trying to find the right, like the Hierophant always does the right thing, right? They're always engaged in doing good works and doing the right thing, teaching people about their spirituality, spiritualism, and about the higher self. So I feel like you have a perspective already on this for yourself, but it feels like you're trying to steady yourself because things are about to pick up. And you're going to have to try and find the right words in order to get victory about something that is changing, like while your boots are on the ground. Like it feels like you're in the middle of this whirlwind of change. That there has to be a conversation that has to be had, like a reciprocal conversation, but it's worrying you because you have the confidence that you know that this something here is going down and it's great change, and it feels like it could even, it could end up making things good. I'm going to say that you maybe shouldn't worry about it because justice is here. So whatever is happening here, the Three of Pentacles can be anything. It can be a group of people, a community of people, it can be a network of people, it can be a place where you work, it could be that people are watching you work. I'm going to say that that you are going to get justice and some sort of reciprocal energy, and that is what you're confident about because your knowing or your intuitive energy is telling you that even though it's a little bit worrisome, that something is about to work out in your favor here. We do have the Chariot. I feel like it's coming at you really quickly here, and that's the problem. And I feel like somebody's going to catch you off guard, or they're going to want you to speak on something as the leader of your community. And I feel it's almost like, I don't really know what to say though. I'm not really sure what to say about this. I need to first get a perspective of what's going on in the community, the changes that are coming and the risks that are being taken. I'm not really sure what to say. We've got the Five of Pentacles. So you could be someone who doesn't even live in this community anymore, but they see you as the leader of the community. Maybe you've been sort of, your ear is not to the ground. You're not really privy to whatever's been going on in the community here. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. I was looking at this, 3 and 6 is 9, right? We've got the Four of Wands. So I feel it is a community where you live. I was saying that maybe you haven't been in the community. I feel like you do live in the community. I just feel like you're really minding your business and doing your own thing. But it feels like somebody is about to approach you as the voice or the leader or someone who is going to say something about this community situation where I feel there is some risky change going on. Tell me about this. We've got the Hermit energy. We've got the Three of Swords. Someone has made a decision that's not good for the community. And I feel like they're calling you in to balance things. The Four of Cups and the Hierophant tells me they're calling you in to try and get everybody to just sit down and listen for a minute. Like it feels like somebody is picking you as the person who would do that here. Yeah, there is something going on. It's either in a community that you belong to or a place where you used to live. Take it as it resonates. We do have the Four of Wands, which tells me that maybe you have already settled in that community. I feel like though you've been disconnected from it, kind of, and I want to say it's because you're out doing your own thing. I feel like you're working hard, that you're building a business or something, and you didn't really notice that's going on. The change that's here, it makes me feel like that there have been people who are going over details and they're not doing the things that are the best for everyone involved. They're not looking at this as a leader. They're looking at trying to make a decision that's going to be best for them and hope everybody likes it. So it almost feels like there is an issue here, and they need you to be the leader. I'm just looking at both of these here. They're calling you in because you're the person who is with the higher self, right? You're the person who always does the right thing, and they trust you to do that. Very trustworthy energy. And then we do have the polar bear. Now, the polar bear has the 10 of wands in the bottom right-hand corner. So it does feel like there is something here that a heavy burden that the community is carrying. And someone is about to make a decision that is not in the best interest of everybody here. Tell me about the Lovers, please, and the Child. Got the 7 of Wands. We've got the Tower in the reverse. And we've got the Ace of Cups in the reverse. There is a warning of something here. I feel like you're the one who should stand up for the community. Like we've got the 7 of Wands here. You're the person who's going to be asked to stand up for the community. I feel like there is someone in this community, someone that you do have feelings for, or that you're connected to in a romantic way, or that maybe you've noticed this person and they've noticed you, and something is brand new, because card number 13 means there has been some sort of a transition or transformation in this Lovers card here. The Tower in the reverse for me is always the energy of a warning that something is about to happen. The Tower is about to fall. There is some sort of really big change that's coming up in the community here, and they're calling you in because you're the person who can take charge of the situation. You're a person who's in business, or you have a lot of businesses, and the community looks up to you as somebody who can make the decisions that's best for everyone involved. That's what the Emperor does. We do have the 8 of Pentacles. They know that you will work hard on some sort of solution, and as if by magic, right, that you'll be the person who will bring all of the tools that are needed to settle the situation, bring victory to the situation. Something here is moving really quickly, and everybody's kind of in a bit of a panic that something's moving quickly here. We have the 2 of Cups in the reverse. So I feel like you're being called on to bring balance to the situation where there is no balance, that they're asking you to help them find out whatever it is that's been hiding. Somebody's been lying to them in the community. And I feel like you're the one who's being asked to come help the community, to make it a cohesive community, because whoever's leading them is leading them astray. It feels like somebody's really working hard on leading them astray. And I feel like you're going to be called on here. I'm just looking at this energy here. It feels like a tower is going to be falling. And you know what? It almost feels like there is some sort of a person within the community. The person that communicates with you or connects with you, Gemini, is going to be somebody who I feel is going to end up being a romantic interest at some point. That's what it feels like here. So we do have the family room, and we have this sarcophagus here. So it feels almost like they want to... Oh, okay. They paved paradise and put up a parking lot. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. So they wanted to cut down the trees and put up a tree museum. That's what that song is about. So it feels like somebody wants to come and build something in the community that is not in the best interest of everybody else, and you're being called on as the leader of this community to bring some justice to the situation. Somebody who is known to be doing the right thing all the time, someone who is a leader that makes the best decision for everyone involved. There is somebody here who I feel is not doing things that are in the best interest of everyone involved. But this is coming at you quickly, and I feel like for some of you, this is a very odd reading, but it's coming at you very quickly, and it's coming sort of at the beginning of the week, I feel, and by the middle of the week, it feels like that they're trying to find somebody confident who's going to know what to say, the right things, because they do have some sort of person who's been nurturing nothing but arguments and fighting and deceit, and somebody who's feeding them lies. It's like some sort of a fallout is going on in the community. It's very weird. It's not going to be for everybody, but I'm going to upload it anyway. I've learned my lesson that it's going to be for someone. So I'm just going to leave this right here for you, Gemini. We do have the Eight of Wands, which tells me things are about to move really quickly. Yeah, it feels like maybe you've been viewing it from a different place, from another place here, and I feel like, yeah, there's something going on that's quite chaotic here, and they're bringing you in to bring a creative solution to the situation here. And the Page of Swords tells me that the leader they might have is somebody who's very immature and doesn't make very good decisions, because this Page of Swords is somebody who is new to decision making, and you're somebody who always does the right thing for everyone involved. So it feels like with this energy here, yeah, it feels like they want to knock down some houses and build something there, like pave it over and bring a mall or maybe a casino or something like that. Like, that's what it feels like. I feel like through all of this, you might end up with some sort of a love connection. I know it's weird and disjointed, but it is what it is, Gemini. I'm going to leave it right there for you. Please tell me if this makes any sense at all. I'm going to leave it here for you. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go for now, but take care of yourself. I'll be back because I'm always back. Love y'all. Bye.